Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's April from, oh my gosh, we're so blown out today. Put something white there. There we go. Hi, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Sorry, I am running late. I'm running late. I am totally, completely, 100% discombobulated. I could not sleep last night. I was super anxious. Do you ever have those nights? You're just like super anxious and like you can't get your brain to rest. And anyway, I had one of those nights last night. It sucked. It was not fun. And anyway, so I fully overslept my alarm clock. And yeah, that's where we're at. Good morning, Miss Rhonda. So yeah, I woke up not in a great place. And I got to my office an hour late, which is never good. So I've just been playing catch up ever since. I only got a few things. I usually try to get a bunch of things off my list in the morning, and I did not get a lot. Anyway, so whatever. Anyway, I'm like a 3 today. It's not great, but I don't know. Tried a new eyeshadow. What do you guys think? It's got a little sparkle to it. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, hi. Deanna's a 7. Rhonda's a 6. Good morning, Miss Carrie. I apologize. I did not prep at all. So all the links are the same as yesterday, but they're still great links. So, if you want to check them out. Thank you, Rhonda. I know these are actually maybe one of my top 3 favorite earrings. I love them so much. Diana has severe insomnia. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have it severe, but I do have it. I think it's maybe hormonal based and stress based. I don't know. Good morning, Miss Kathy. Kathy's an A. Make sure to leave your mental health number in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. If you see anybody at a 5 or below, please reach out to them. Give them some love and comfort and whatever you can do. Thank you, Elisa. Yeah, I think I'm at a 3. Just, do you hear that? There's like a hawk outside my window. Good morning, Miss Maria. Oh, guys, Maria, do you still sell paparazzi? I think Maria sells paparazzi if anyone wants. These are paparazzi. I love it. Anyway, oh, Diane's is PTSD. I'm so sorry. Yeah, mine is stress based. My low number is just, I just feel unable to keep up right now. I think a lot of people are going through that, right? Like, we're trying to school our kids and keep up with our jobs and, lead a normal life as much as possible. And it's just kind of hard to do. So Wes had given me a few full work days last week, which was glorious. And I think I got a little bit spoiled because yesterday at 1, he's like, I do need to go to work today. So I had to trade with him, and I got a little bit more work done in the house, but I don't know. I can't remember if I put the picture on Instagram, but I set up in my bedroom. I have a desk in my bedroom, and I set up my computer in my bedroom because it was quiet. I could close the door. And then I had my, excuse me, that was so gross. I had my noise canceling headphones on, so I wasn't really paying attention, but I saw Josie sneak in and turn the TV on in the bedroom, and so she was watching something. And then I saw Cole out of the corner of my eye at one point, and it's not a big bedroom, it's a small bedroom, but my back was turned a little bit away from the door and into a corner, so I wasn't, paying a lot of attention. And then all of a sudden I realized there's a lot of movement and noise going on. You guys, I turned around, all 5 kids were on my bed watching a movie. This is an embarrassing thing to say out loud, but we have 5 televisions in our house. We have 5, many of which we've gotten since COVID because, I don't know. They're not fancy. They're not expensive. They're like cheapy televisions. But anyway, my point is we have 5. We have family room, my room, playroom, patio, guest bedroom, right? I think that's right. Anyway, they could have each had their own television in their own place, right? No, they choose to all pile immediately behind me. And then of course, as soon as I noticed it, as soon as they saw me noticing it, the noise level went up exponentially, and it was it was a stressful afternoon. I did not get, and I was trying, you guys know I've been trying to, okay, sorry, just getting this close up. I've been trying to get this shop going, right? So I've got, and the shop is up, but it's just not like finished, right? I haven't gotten all the well, maybe I've gotten all the products in. I don't think I've gotten all the products in. Anyway, I'm tweaking the code. Coding is not my strong suit, right? Like, it's just not. Like, I can only barely code my way out of a paper bag. And it's not even coding even. It's like, I mean, there's like a teeny tiny bit of coding, but it's like figuring out plugins and, oh God, it's like not my strong point. Normally I hire people to do these things, but the guy who normally hired these things was like, I'm really busy, I can't get to it now. So I had to figure it out. Anyway, I was like super trying to concentrate. And they're all like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but I just knew that if I moved into another room, like they would slowly follow behind me. Deanna says we had 8 at one time. It was ridiculous. It's actually been really nice. So part of the reason we did it is, and like I said, these are not fancy TVs. These are nothing crazy. A couple of them were hand-me-downs and came out of, dusty closets, but we've got it set up so that they can play their video games together. So we have 2 video game consoles that can connect. And so they'll be in 2 different rooms. Like, we'll have a middle schooler in one room and a middle schooler in another room, and they'll be playing together. Does that make sense? And then the little kids don't want to play the like shoot 'em up games, so then they'll go in another room. And then I always I use we don't have any of the like Alexas or anything, that I know a lot of people really like the I mean, I guess kind of we do because we use Amazon TV. I don't know, but I don't have the box or anything that sits in the house and like listens or plays music or anything. So I actually use the TVs to play music a lot. I just turn on like YouTube TV, or I have Spotify, so they actually play music at least like more. No, I don't know if it's more often than they get watched or played on, but similarly in time. So Elisa says we only have 1 hooked up now. We have 4 in the house. Yeah. And then we just added, like 2 weekends ago, we pulled an old one out of the closet and I bought like a cheap mount on Amazon. I think it's like $15, and put it on the patio. And it's a really old TV. It's solidly 15 years old. But it still works, right? So we put it on the patio, and the kids have really been liking putting on music out there, or like putting on a movie. After they'll swim for a few hours, and then they'll kind of dry off on the patio and watch a movie and just lay out there. So that's actually been really nice. So I don't know. I don't know that all the TVs will last after after life goes back to normal. Knock on wood, please, baby Jesus, let it go back to normal. But for now. Good morning, Miss Lori. So while I did not prep today, I prepped so much yesterday that I actually have some extra questions we could ask too. Not a lot, but a few. Okay, we asked that one. I do. Elisa says, I find I wind up watching things more on my iPad lately. Yeah, I watch on my iPad the times I watch on my iPad are like when I'm sitting here at my desk and I want to watch something like a lesson or a lecture or something in the background. And Carrie says, maybe you can't sleep because you have PTSD from the spider incident. Yeah. And I had such a crummy dream, you guys. You guys know that I'm really, really, really good friends with Stephanie from Spaceships and Laser Beams, right? And like very good friends. Our families vacation together and that kind of stuff. And anyway, she lives in Canada and I live in the US, so our borders are closed. So obviously we haven't been able to see each other, and we usually see each other like every other month or so at least. And so I'm jonesing for a little bit of Stephanie, and so I had a dream last night that she came to visit, but she didn't come to visit me. She came to visit another girl that lives near me, and I like popped over to her hotel room, and she's like, oh, hey, what are you doing today? And I was like, I don't know. What are we doing? She's like, well, I'm going shopping with Whitney. It's like, boo, I'm so sad. Anyway, I woke up really sad because my bestie ditched me. Anyway, obviously it didn't really happen. Okay, what were we going to do? Okay, links. I know. Aw, right? I was really sad when I woke up. Okay, recipe of the day is the same recipe as yesterday, but it's still delicious, and I had it for lunch yesterday because we had leftovers. So it's tater tot casserole, and it's so good. And apparently, I learned yesterday that some people call it hot dish. Is it tater tot hot dish or just hot dish? Because I thought hot dish was just another word for casserole, but tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Also, we haven't talked about it in a very long time, but if you want to get a free stock, sign up using this link. I'm still doing Robinhood. Robinhood is where you buy stocks on your phone. There's no like fees, there's nothing. You literally just pay for the price of the stock. I love it. I've actually made, not a crazy amount of money, but a few $100s since the start of the pandemic. Putting my McDonald's money in there every week. I put like $5 or $10 in a week. And I just Google. I know nothing about stocks. So please don't take my advice unless you just have a little bit of money to like spend. But I literally once a week Google cheap stocks I should buy, and I buy like 3 of them. Some of them are like 47 cents. Some of them are like $4. I typically don't spend more than $10 on a stock ever. I think I bought one stock that was more expensive than that. So, yeah. If you're interested, but if you use that referral link, you'll get a free stock, and I don't know if I'll still get a free stock because I've gotten a few. There's a limit, but you will still get the free stock. So help yourself to that. And I think I lost comments, just FYI. So if I'm not responding to you, that's why. And then you can always grab Dinner Hero. What? She wrote a cookbook, and it's fantastic. You can get it in a printed copy, and you can get it in a ebook copy, or you can bundle it and get both. I am down to 4 copies of the printed books, but I will restock. So if somebody orders a 5th, I'll restock the warehouse. Don't worry. What else? What else have we got? That's so horrible. You guys have got to get these gliders. My nephews and niece got them yesterday, and both my sisters said they had a blast. So go ahead and get those gliders. They're super fun, not expensive, and will be hours and hours of fun. My kids have played with them 3 days in a row now, and they are not tiring of them. So fun little gift. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. Since I don't appear to have comments, I don't know how well it'll work, but I'll just talk to myself. No big deal. If you could live anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? I have a comment. That's weird. Amy's getting through. Hi, Amy. Amy's an 8 today. Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Where would it be? It would be for me. I've got a hankering to go to like northern Colorado or Wyoming. I don't know. It's been like gnawing at me for a few years now. I want to go there. Seems like a strange place to just like up and move to, maybe. I don't know. But like wide open spaces. I don't know. I need some like distant. We bought this house. So when our house before this was nice. It was big, actually bigger than the house we live in now. But the yard was like a postage stamp. It was tiny, tiny, tiny. And it was on not a busy road, but a busier road. And Rosie would move to Australia. Deanna would go to Alaska. Oh, I love Alaska. The only problem with Alaska right now is that you're like stuck in Alaska unless you can afford to fly out, which God, it is expensive to fly in and out of Alaska. Although maybe not now that airlines are desperate to get people on them. Lori would go to Hawaii. Anyway, so we lived on a yard with like a super postage stamp, right? And just tiny, tiny yard. And so when we were moving, I wanted to move to some acreage, right? I wanted at least 1 to like 5 acres. And Wes was like, quarter to a half acre. So we compromised and we found this house, and it's on 1 acre. And I remember when the links for the glides, did I not put them in? I'm so sorry. Let me put those in. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we got the yard, and we're like, oh, this is a big yard. We've got space from our neighbors. Like, my old house, I could literally look through my bedroom window into my next door neighbor's bedroom window. I mean, I like my next door neighbor. We're still in touch. She might be even watching this morning, but, like, you know. Shimi says, at the moment, Jetta and Sadi, because my parents are elderly, we are at a 6. That's lovely. Oh, I wish I was closer to my parents. I mean, physically, I'm emotionally close to them. Beth would go to Romania. Maria would go to Portugal. Carrie's happy in Australia. I love that for you. Anyway, but now that we've lived here for like 8 years, we're like, Acre's not that far. Like, we can still hear our neighbors. I don't know. So now I'm like, maybe more like 10 or 40 acres. Not that we can afford it or can have it. Not that we're going anywhere. But a girl can dream, yo. A girl can dream. Deanna says we live in Lindsay, Ontario, and we have 1 acre. Yeah. Like, an acre feels big until it doesn't. I have a neighbor that throws a lot of parties next door, and they're very nice neighbors. But I don't always want to hear their kids partying in the middle of the night, you know? I just don't. All right. Wide open spaces. What is the longest you've ever gone without sleep, and why? I have two instances that I've gone about 48 hours without sleep. I don't personally suggest it. I will tell you what happens to me when I go that long without sleep. I have auditory hallucinations, and it is really bizarro, and I don't enjoy it. It sounds like there's a radio playing in the background, and I can hear people talking, but I can't understand what they're saying. And that starts happening when I've been up for like over 24 hours. It's very strange. Deanna says we can see Sturgeon Lake from our bedroom. Ooh, that sounds lovely. We can see. Not much from my bedroom. But cool. Anyway, yeah, the first one was just in college. I remember I took a sculpting class, or a 3D art class, and I just totally forgot about the final project. Totally forgot about it. And it had to be made. It had to be like of a styrofoam, a plastered piece, plastered on styrofoam, and then like shaped into something. And I just completely forgot about it. And I stayed up 48 hours doing it in my living room because I couldn't even go to the studio because I don't know, there were finals going on there or something. I don't even remember why. So I did it in my living room of the apartment I rented with 3 other people, and they were ready to kill me because, you guys, I just sand the plaster smooth. Our apartment was so full of plaster dust. I cannot have been healthy. It was so bad. Anyway. And so I stayed up 40 hours for that. And then the other time I did it was not a good moment. It was when my son was in a really bad accident when he was a baby, and they thought he might die. And I was so afraid to go to sleep. I was so afraid to close my eyes because I'm gonna cry. Anyway, I didn't want to close my eyes, but biology is fun, and it made me close my eyes eventually. And I woke up, and thankfully he's fine now. But yeah, for 48 hours I refused to close my eyes. Okay. How many shoes do you own? I own a lot of shoes. I'm not gonna lie. They're not fancy shoes. Deanna says, longest I've been up is 72 hours. I ended up sick. Rosie says, 48 hours driving from Iowa to Oregon. I was miserable. It is miserable, isn't it? It is so miserable. Yeah. It's not good. Shoes. I own a lot of shoes, but mostly because they're just old pairs that I, for whatever reason, like cling to. I don't know. Like one day I'm going to worry that people aren't going to make shoes anymore. And I don't know. I have a weird amount of shoes, but they're not like cute or even usable in the most cases. I have a handful of cute pumps that I never get to wear. Deanna has 8 pairs of shoes. I love that you know that number off the top of your head. I would say I have probably 30 pairs of shoes, but like 4 that I wear. So silly. Anyway, you guys are amazing. I love you. Have a wonderful day. You have definitely raised me to like a 4 for sure. Rosie only has 3 pairs of shoes. Girl, that's impressive. I like that. I wish I could pare mine down. I have a really hard time getting rid of stuff. I'm going through a moment of trying to get rid of stuff, but I'm not super great at it. Maria has over 100 pairs, but I've been collecting for years. See, but that I get, right? Like if you collect shoes you love. Mine are not a collection. Mine are like ratty old flats that like I should not have in my closet. And you guys, I'm not going to put my feet up today because there's really no point. And you can't tell just by looking at them. But I'm actually wearing 2 different shoes today, which I noticed because, okay, maybe I won't. So I'll show you my feet. There. So they're just like, you know, little pointy toe flats. And I was looking down, I was like, why is one more pointy than the other? And I realized it's because I have so many of the same kind of shoes that I actually grabbed one from each pair, in case you were curious. Anyway, okay, for real, I'm going. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. You definitely raised my mood. I love you. Yeah, so Deanna, we've been going like room by room, and now I'm onto my closet, which is just a beast because everything kind of just gets shoved there. When we remodeled the house, we made the master bathroom tiny because I'm not a bathroom person. Like if it's got a tub and a sink and a toilet, I'm good. So we made the master bathroom tiny and made the closet big. So then it just turns into like everything gets shoved in there. So anyway, that's been the beast I've been working on the weekends lately. But anyway, I keep talking. Mosh pit mama closet. Anyway, you guys are amazing. I love you. Make sure to hop over and grab a copy of Dinner Hero, the book we wrote. I think it's an awesome cookbook. It teaches you how to stock your pantry and cook 75 plus meals from just that one shopping list. What? Amazing. You guys, I'll catch you tomorrow.